police running all in and out the building. What the hell is going on?
Hey, we the Raiders, and you get a coach, and you get a coach. Hey, yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good, Raider Nation? You know what I'm saying? We in the building once again. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to you. All right, thanks for coming in. Make sure you hit that like button. And you guys already know what it is. Don't be mean. Double tap that screen. And, we on that way to 1K, you know what I'm saying? 1K to subscribers. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, okay? Quit playing with yourself. Go ahead and subscribe, okay? Go ahead and join the congregation. And the congregation is the best chat that YouTube has to offer, all right? And remember, there is no Raider Twuan without the congregation. And there is no congregation without the Raider Nation, all right? So, again, salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't be mean. Double tap that screen. And let's get into some of this Raider news, you know what I'm saying? That definitely y'all can use. You feel me? I'm excited, man. I got a special guest that's going to be coming in, you know what I'm saying? He's already ready to go, you know what I'm saying? Locked and loaded. And, he's definitely a brother, a friend, you know what I'm saying? A member of the congregation too, you know what I'm saying? And definitely somebody that's right down the street, you know what I'm saying? Like a brother from another mother, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, for sure. Nutty Raider Nate is in the building, you know what I'm saying? We're good with it, man. What's happening?
Hey, it's good. Hey, thank you. I don't deserve your kindness, so thank you. I appreciate it, brother.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, everybody ain't came to see me, they came to see you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
You're too kind. Thank you.
Hey, let me say this off the rip, dog. And this is off topic, but definitely something that me and you relate on because we in the same area code. You feel me? How happy were you that the Seahawks won the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Tell me how you feel about that.
Hey, there was a lot of Niner tears the past week or so. Even coming up to the game, it was kind of the Niners were pretty pissy footed and all that, but. Hey, I was praying on their downfall for sure. Yep.
Hey, look. Hey, if you from the Bay, you know what I'm saying, or if you from definitely where we from, the 408, because obviously, unfortunately, the Niners Stadium is in the area code. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it felt so good to see the Seahawks in their stadium. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lifting up that trophy. You know what I'm saying? Anything against the Niners is always a great thing over here in the 408 if you're a Raider fan. I'm just saying. Yeah. Anything Niners that they lost, you know what I'm saying? My favorite Sunday is when the Raiders win and the Niners lose. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like the cherry on top, you know what I'm saying, of the Sunday for me. It's like, okay, the Raiders won. And you know what I'm saying, on top of that, the Niners lost. So just seeing the Niners, you know what I'm saying, the Niners daddy, you know what I'm saying, come into the house and lift the Lombardi trophy. That was a wonderful thing. Because you know what? I'm keeping that energy because there was a time, you know what I'm saying, and there was a time when Niner fans had something to say when the Chiefs were in Allegiant Stadium, you know what I'm saying, lifting up a trophy. So you know what I'm saying, I definitely got to keep the same energy. You feel me? I just got to do that.
No, and that's just karma, and it's happened before, but they don't learn. It's okay. It happened with the Jamarcus Russell draft. We went and drafted Jamarcus Russell, the biggest bust of all time, and then they went and drafted Trey Lance, by far the bigger bust of all time, giving up far more, of course. But I'm not. The Niners don't get no love for sure.
No love. Okay, so back. Hey, let's stay on topic. But I definitely had to put that out there. Just we struggle a little bit over here. You know what I'm saying, in the far away with these Niners fans. They got a whole bunch to say. But
the hate is real. The hate is real.
It is definitely real. But but we definitely got to talk about these coaches, man. We got some coaches that are coming in. You know, we got Kubiak. You know, that has been obviously this introductory presser. You know what I'm saying, and we broke that down. You know what I'm saying. What? Let me ask you that, Nate. What were your thoughts about the introductory presser? You know what I'm saying? Because I know you probably listened to it, you know what I'm saying, probably more than once, but you definitely listened to it. But what were your thoughts on Kubiak and the presser, man?
He said everything. I mean, he tried to he said all the right things in the right way, in the right manner. He's not trying to sell us too much, you know what I mean? He's just trying to get a feeling for the building. And what really caught my eye though was who wasn't there. Some of the players were kind of running around, mixing around and stuff, but I was hearing that one of the main players, he decided not to show up. I'm sure we'll talk about it later, but
Yeah. You know, actually, we can talk about that now. Let's go ahead and talk about that now, man. Let's get that out the way. Well, who was it that she was saying? What was an issue?
The one and only, the leader of our defense, the leader of the face of our franchise, the man making decisions for who's going to be the next defensive coordinator. May I say? Dare I say? Shoot. I don't know, bro. It's just it's still early in the season, in the off season, to really know what's going to happen, but and I'm hopeful for Kubiak to get off to a fast start, but at the same time, I feel like this coaching staff might take a little while, and I think we're delaying the inevitable by keeping Max around and keeping him happy. I'll say that.
Okay. Hey, I got a special guest, you know what I'm saying, that just popped up, you know what I'm saying. And definitely I gotta get him in, you know what I'm saying, because he definitely is a guy that I respect, you know what I'm saying, a guy that has as you notice over here at Raider Twuan in the congregation, we ain't here to waste your time, you know what I'm saying. We here to bring you people that actually got something, some real Raider gospel to say, you know what I'm saying. And he's definitely one of those guys, you know what I'm saying. And you know what I'm saying, I'm glad that he pulled up. Hey, look, we got a Chewy in the building, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Chewy in the building.
What's good, man? How y'all doing?
What's good with
brother?
it, man?
Oh, no, I figured, man, you shot me the link. We ain't got together in a minute, so I said I got to go pull up on Twuan one time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm glad you came through to check out what's in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You know, we
For
got we
sure.
got we got some Kool-Aid in the fridge. You know what I'm saying? On ice. You know what I'm
Extra
saying?
sugar and all the shit. It's all good.
You know, you already know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You already know.
Is
We
love.
ain't sweet, but we keep it sweet. You feel me?
Nah, that's real. That's real.
Hey, so Nate, you know, continue, man. What did you have anything else on the presser? You know what I'm saying? Chewy, we talking about Kubiak the presser. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts on that, but Nate was cooking, but I definitely wanted to pull you in. But Nate, do you have anything else, man? Or you want to
Oh no, y'all go ahead and jump in. I was just kind of mentioning um, who I didn't notice at the presser, the face of the franchise, the golden boy, um,
Yeah.
which it's kind of rubs me the wrong way. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I hope Kubiak has success early, but like I was just saying, how I finished that last part off was we're delaying the inevitable by keeping Max around, in my opinion.
okay?
Yeah.
So, Chewy, what? I know you watched the presser. You know what I'm
Yeah, I watched.
saying?
Yeah, I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but like, yeah, obviously, we want to see everybody in there, right? If we're really gonna rebuild this team the right way, like, we need everybody on deck, all hands, no more bullshit. You know what I mean? So like, I want to see. I don't even give a fuck if Mark Davis don't know shit about football. I want to see him. I want to see everybody there because this is like urgent, bro. You know what I mean? This team and this franchise is failing. And you don't want to be known as the New York Jets or the fucking Cleveland Browns. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to stoop down to that level, bro. Because like, when you think of them, you're like, you know what I mean? Like fuck that. You don't want to go play for them. But Kubiak, bro, I'm on board with it. I think obviously it could go one of two ways for the Raiders. They got a brand new head coach, first year, brand new defensive coordinator, first year. You know what I mean? Um, so it could either be go good or bad. It could either be a master plan or you know what I mean, just another fucked up rebuild. But I do think Kubiak, bro, if anyone's the one to do it, I think if he gets the backing, which I think he got, his dad, Gary, Mike McCoy, you know what I mean. I think they're setting him up good. Um, but we got to be patient, man. That's all I got to say. We're going to have to be patient. We can't can him like we did with Pete Carroll and AP and you know what I mean. We got to be patient with this dude. Give him that full 5 years.
And I'm glad you said that, Chewy, because it's that was my frustration with with Antonio Pierce. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot of people that and obviously my face is on these channels, so you can go back and look at the receipts and see what I said when it came to Antonio Pierce. But that's the same thing that we should have did with Antonio Pierce is the same thing we're gonna have to do with Kubiak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna have to definitely give this coach, you know what I'm saying, that time, you know what I'm saying, to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? The thing that everybody was frustrated about Antonio Pierce was like, oh, he's not he didn't know, game time, his clock, stuff, calling
Yeah.
timeouts and stuff. He wasn't, good on that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dude, this was his first whack at it as
Yeah.
a head coach. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of new stuff that he is trying to figure out. And if we would have just gave him that, you know what I'm saying? If we would have gave him that another year, you know what I'm saying? Don't you think he would have figured out how to call timeouts and all that stuff at the
Oh
right
yeah.
time? And you know what I'm
No
saying?
doubt.
Don't you think he would have had a system set where we wouldn't have to worry about that? Well, that's because you give a head coach time. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of us were in a place where it was like, oh, we need it now. We need to get it
Yeah.
now. Da, 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 da. And it's like we put this young coach in. Well, you got to give what do rookies do? They make rookie mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think a
Yeah. Yeah.
rookie head coach is going to do? He's going to make rookie mistakes. You got to give that person that time. So I hope since we learned that with Antonio Pierce, that was the failure of that situation, we need to do that same thing with Kubiak. I don't care if Kubiak is the best offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if he can, you know what I'm saying, dial up the great offensive plays, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
He's wearing a new hat. And that new hat is going to require for him to do some certain things that he was not doing ever in his career. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be some things that he's going to have to learn again. And I feel like I'm taking too long to explain this, but it has to be explained. This was the downfall of Josh McDaniels. You know what I'm saying? Josh McDaniels is a great play caller, a great offensive coordinator, but what was he bad at? Coach.
Yeah.
Head coach. He could not be a head coach and an offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? So this is what this rookie head coach now that we have is going to have to juggle. And we're just gonna have to try to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we can have the most hope in the world for him. I think he kind of has the like you said, the backing for the success, but we don't know until that whistle blows if he's going to be able to handle all the weight of being a head coach and also being expected to call plays. That takes a special type of coach to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's only certain head coaches out there that can be, you know, that actually do that are a head coach and also are responsible for calling, you know what I'm saying, being responsible for calling plays. Not everybody can do that. So, we definitely we failed with Antonio Pierce. We should not fail with our mindset in regards to Kubiak.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you got to learn from your mistakes, man. You know, like you said, we've seen it with AP, and we're here once again. You know, so like I said, we just got to be patient, man. Ride it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, Nate, you was talking about, you know, Max Crosby not being there. I was waiting to see the camera pan towards him with his shirt off. You know what I'm saying? In the back. You know what I'm saying? Because that's normal. You know how Max is. You know, he normally got his half shirt off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because he was working out, or you know, that's just who Max wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? But Kubiak did say that he did have coffee with him, but we don't know when that coffee was drunk. You know what I'm saying? And again, it was kind of weird not seeing him there because again, he is the face of the franchise. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts on you guys, and I know maybe you've seen it or didn't see it, but you know, Mark Davis not at the podium. How did you guys feel about that?
I mean, refreshing, I guess. 3 years in a row, that would have been, I guess. You know, you got to look at a goopy haircut. I don't know. Yeah, just stay out the way. Yeah, I like that. But at the same time, you still get blamed. You still get some of the blame if it don't go right.
Absolutely.
You can hide from the smoke. It don't mean it's not coming for you.
Yeah,
I think it's good. Like I said, man, I think everyone in that organization needs to get behind what's happening right now, because like it could be something special. You know what I mean? Like real shit. Like this could be like the new beginning. And I don't hate to like sell these stories because I'm not like that, man. But just look at what they're trying to do, right? It's a restart, and this is what like we've been needing. Fuck, man, for I think the longest time, you know. And I hate to say it, bro, because I love Mad Max, bro. You guys see, like I got. Like if he leaves, bro, I'm burning all this shit. This Max Crosby jersey, you know what I mean, the flag, all the shit, bro. So it's like you can't hold on to the past sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying let's get rid of the dude, but like we haven't been good with him. I'll tell you that. Yes, you know what I mean. He plays every play, and I love him for that. He has a high motor. You know what I mean? Like he's what you want every player to be like. But it's like okay,
wish we had 5 more.
You got to think about the age. You got to think about the injuries. You know what I mean? Like. You got to think about the money and the position the team's in, and what do we really need? You know, like so it's a lot that could be going on, man, and it could really be something special. You know what I mean? Like the Raiders could really be cooking something special up here.
I agree, bro.
Hey, look,
I I hope it all works out. We got his boy at the
Yeah, like
defensive coordinator position. We could kind of cater to what Max does good. Let's see how
yeah,
it works out. We bring in
yeah,
some more talent. We need more talent, though. That's a fact. We can't go into this draft or even free agency ignoring the defensive side of the ball
yeah,
again.
yeah, for sure. Especially
Look,
that secondary is cooked, bro. And it's like we got holes everywhere when you really think about it. Like you need someone on the other end with Max, and then you need some secondary, and then you know what I mean. Like we're gonna need some linebackers, and then you need the quarterback. You know what I mean? We need a number one wide receiver,
A
offensive
lot,
line.
a lot,
Like you name it, bro. The Raiders need it, man. You
a
know what I mean?
lot.
Like God damn.
Yeah.
hey, it seemed like we was in the boat, you know what I'm saying, for 3 years, at least 3 years now. It's like, okay, anything in the draft we need, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
we take
saying?
it. That
Everything in the draft we need,
and
you
that's the
know.
good thing about this draft coming up. Like I don't like you know what I mean. You guys might see my shit. I be pushing the Fernando Mendoza shit. But like
Mm,
honestly, bro, whoever we take, I'm gonna be happy with because we I just named it, bro. We need everything. So
everything.
whatever's there, if you know what I mean, I'm happy with whatever, bro. Because you can't put no one over the shield. You know what I mean? You can't put like Max Crosby. You can't put him over the shield. No, nobody. You know, like we thought Robert Spillane was about to be the fucking franchise linebacker. You know, we thought he was the dog. So you know what I mean? That's business is business, bro. And like I
Yeah.
said, you know what I mean. I think if we're gonna move to I want to say like a new kind of look, you going to have to let go of the old style. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm, Mark Davis not being on the podium was cool, but I thought it was refreshing to see these guys up there, man. The Hall of Famers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Super Bowl
Yeah,
champs, you know what I'm saying, the MVPs, you know what I'm saying? You name it. The legends were
fuck
up
yeah.
there, you know what I'm saying? And that was something that I don't think we have seen in a while, but it definitely was a refreshing thing. You know what I'm saying? The time that they did show Mark Davis, he was out there with the taco meat. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no taco meat, but he was trying to show every possible taco meat possible that he had because he had his shirt open. You know what I'm saying? Like, sitting back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I thought I was lightweight at Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? Because he was trying to show the meat. You know what
You
I'm
about to get you
saying?
a chalupa with that meat,
Yeah,
boy.
he
You
was
ain't
trying
getting
to.
no taco.
He was trying to show a little something, something. You know what I'm saying?
Chipotle bowl. The Chipotle
Yeah,
bowl.
Chipotle something, you know what I'm saying? Little something with the sour cream, you know what I'm saying? Because he had the white shirt on, you know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm sorry, y'all
Cook, man,
forgive me.
cook.
But it was cool, kind of seeing him laid back, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of showed to me, you know, that he's trusting, you know what I'm saying, whoever he's put in place to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? Of course he's going to just like Nate said, he still gets
Oh
some of the
yeah,
blame, but you could tell that he feels confident in the system that he's laid down moving forward. We talked about, Rob Leonard, you know what I'm saying? Good old Robbie, you know what I'm saying, being promoted to defensive coordinator, you know what I'm saying? Man, thoughts on that? You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you're feeling. This is per Adam Schefter, you know what I'm saying? And you
yeah.
guys will see throughout this live. Let me give you guys this real quick. And one of my deacons definitely put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? This is from Raider Resistance, you know what I'm saying? This is my nephew. You know what I'm saying? My nephew does great work for the Raider Nation. So I will be using his content, his graphics, per se, on this live, so you'll see a whole lot of, you know what I'm saying, his stuff. But what is your thoughts about Robbie Leonard?
I think it's cool, man. I mean, he's so when you think about the Raiders, they need stability. You know what I mean? And he's been there with these guys for a little while, so he knows all the faces, and he's seen a lot of faces leave, and he knows he knows what they need because he's been there. You know what I mean? Kubiak just got there, so like honestly, he doesn't really know jack shit about that team yet. He still has to go in there and meet the player. You know what I mean? I know he already met him, but he has to go in there and get to work. You know what I mean? So when you keep the guy that's been around, he has a lot of background knowledge of the team already, where he can inform his head coach like, "Hey, man, you know, He's cool. He's not. You know, this guy. If you're gonna play fucking Tyree Wilson, don't put him on the edge. Put him on the inside. You know what I mean? Like, it's good to have those guys around just because they've seen him. I think it's good though, man. I think it's a good promotion because honestly, like if we would have pulled a Jim Shorts or anybody like that, and they made the Raiders look better, at least the defense, that next year, man, they'd be out there looking for a head coach job, and we'd be on the hunt again for a defensive coordinator. You know what I mean? So I think it's cool, man. I'm not really like sold on it. I don't know how it's gonna pan out, but just keeping familiar faces around, trying to build some. I'm with it. I'm rocking with it.
I don't know too much about him actually. Was he? How long has he been with us? I've only heard about him since last year.
23, if I'm not mistaken.
It's almost 3 years. Huh? So he was here. Was he here when we drafted Brian Young, the wrong Brian Young?
I'm not. I could check.
You know where I'm going with that?
Yeah,
I think he was, and I blame Patrick Graham often for that pick, but because he is a defensive coordinator, he should be coordinating his defense a lot better. But if Rob Leonard was the defensive line coach at the time when they drafted the wrong Brian Young, I'm definitely a little concerned. But
yeah.
Again, hoping for the best. You know, that's all we can do as Raider fans these days. But
because that was with McDaniels.
Yeah.
He's been here for a little while. So you know, what I mean, he's.
I think he was. I seen a picture
and all that thing.
I seen a picture with him and Brian Young. So yeah, he was here. Yeah. But my other question was he with the linebackers or something, or was he always a defensive line coach?
He was the
defensive run game. He was the defensive run game coordinator.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? I'm obviously he's worked with linebackers and defensive. You know what I mean? But you know, like I said, bro, like it's all new, bro. Like when you look at it, the head coach is brand new, first year. The defensive coordinator, his first year. The GM's on his fucking second year. Tom Brady's like barely getting his feet wet with the Raiders. You know what I mean? So. It could either be a real rebuild where, you know what I mean, it's going to take some time, or like I said, bro, it might be like some master plan where the Raiders just splash, but we got to be realistic. You know what I mean? Like 6 wins, I'd be happy to keep it 100 with you guys.
Fuck no.
He's
happy with 6 wins? Hell no.
I mean, you know, like
10. I need my 10 wins this fucking season. Where you at, Pete?
That's
hey, look. Hey, it might be one of them situations, dog, when we get to about like week 9 or week 8, you know what I'm saying? We're going to see people with signs like bring Pete back.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You got to be patient with him, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And
go good. Like we might have the first year is always you're getting there and diagnosing shit, you know what I mean? That's why I didn't really like when we grabbed Pete Carroll, because it was like, okay, he's going to be here 2-3 years, and then what? You know what I mean? Then he's gone, and then it's a new system. So it's like, it's just a whole learning system, bro. I think it's going to take some time, man, to be real.
It's going to take some time. I just alone just putting together the coaching staff, it could take a couple years, 2 to 3 years. To be honest, we don't have an offensive line coach either, and that's probably one of the biggest pieces we need.
Yeah,
we're recording this on Sunday night, so this might change soon the way they're hiring coaches. But is it going to be the right guy? That's another thing. Like, is it going to be another? Like he played offensive line in Division II, and he's our new coach. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But he's a young cat and he's promising. So you know what I mean?
Rob Leonard's going on his 4th year with the Raiders.
Yeah. He was here.
He has 16 years of coaching experience.
He was here for it.
In the NFL. Yeah, he was here for sure.
Yeah. He was here for it. This was my. I'll give you the evolution of where I am in regards to Rob Leonard. Honestly, I really wasn't wanting Rob Leonard to be the defensive coordinator, because my initial thought is, and Nate might agree with me. I don't know where he'll go with this, and two, you might feel the same way. We'll see. My question, because again, when I think of, when you think of like a job, right? When you think about corporate world, you know what I'm saying? Just let's just say you work at McDonald's, right? Before you get to the register, there's a job, you know what I'm saying? The cashier is actually a step up. That's a promotion, right? Before you get to the cashier, you know what I'm saying? You're one of the regular line workers, right? You know what I'm saying? You're the one that puts the burger, you know what I'm saying, the bun and the meat, you know what I'm saying, and the lettuce, tomato, all that together. You know what I'm saying? If you can do that good enough, then you move yourself up to being a cashier. Okay. With that being said, outside of Max Crosby, because Max Crosby is supposed to be him, what has Rob Leonard did on our D line that qualifies him for a promotion? That's my thought. Where can we identify somebody, you know what I'm saying, or more than one person on the D line where it's like, oh, hey, Robert Leonard coached the hell out of that guy, and he's coming along better, you know what I'm saying, or he is established as a good pass rusher. You know what I'm saying? So where was he really worthy, in my opinion, of the promotion? That's been my question since since they brought him in as an interview. I'm like, okay, that sounds like a routine thing. He's already in house. They're gonna interview people that may be possible, interested in the position. But when you break it down, what was so good about our D line that makes him like, hey, yeah, that's the guy?
I know. One of the things they'll tell you, Twuan, is he was a highly sought after guy, and they tried to poach him off of us a couple times last year. But I don't agree with that kind of really. I really don't. Because this year it was pretty dry for him. You know what I mean? Last year he might have been highly sought after because it was, I don't know, what there was a shortage or something. I don't know what was going on. Also, we were in the middle of changing coaches again, so it was like a free for all for all the coaches. So yeah, I'm with you, bro. I don't think he other than being Max's friend and closest allied in the building. That's the only benefit I see from this, really.
Go ahead, Chewy, because I was about to go in on something, but yeah, so something that just sparked something of what my brother said.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm with you. So this is the thing. Like, I'm not like I'm cool with the signing, bro. Right? I'm not saying I'm the biggest fan of it. I'm not, but like I'm rocking with it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I can see what they're trying to do. But to answer your question, in what the fuck did Rob Leonard do to earn his job? Like, can we 100% say? I know, yeah, you're the coach, you're the D-line coach or whatever, but like as far as play call or putting players in position, like was it solely, you know what I mean? Like was it solely his job? You know what I mean? Like it comes to a lot of different factors too. But like, yeah, to answer your question, Twan, like I think the only thing that earned him that was just him being around for the last 4 or 5 years, Like I don't really think it was off of he's a hell of a coach or you know what I mean? Or like even Max friend, like I hope that's not true because I don't like that kind of shit, bro. But just like I said, just him being around, knowing what's in the building, and Kubiak's gonna need a lot of help, especially like knowing that he said it to himself. Like we've seen people leave here after 1 year. You know what I mean? So I'm up for the challenge. So he knows. So I think I don't know. I think he's just trying to keep familiar faces around, and you know what I mean, to see what's up with the defense. But I can't really give you a legitimate question, bro, to why he really earned that job besides just him being there.
and that's you know, to both of what you guys said, that's what has me frustrated because again, I'm with you too. I'm hopeful. You know what I'm saying? I'm always. You guys already know how I am. I'm
Yeah.
optimistic, but I'll tell it like it is when I feel like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And if it comes down that the only reason why this who is our defensive coordinator is because he's Max's boyfriend, no,
Yeah.
no,
I agree.
hell no. You know what I'm saying? And we ran into that. I'm gonna drop a name, and you guys, it's gonna give you one of them bings in your ear. What happened to Todd Downing? Quarterbacks coach that was best buddies with the quarterback, and then turned into our offensive coordinator. How did that happen? How did that pan out?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's giving me that. I hate to say it, but it's giving me those kind of vibes. Like oh, he's the best buddy of Max. Okay, let's go ahead and make him the defense coordinator, and he just
Yeah.
Type shit.
you know what I'm saying? Like and especially where it's like okay, and this goes all the way back to the whole Max fiasco, right? Are we doing this just to keep Max happy? I think if you're doing that, then you're doing it the wrong way.
Yeah. No,
You
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying? If you want to keep Max happy, let's go ahead and actually draft some people that actually can be contributors on that defensive line. Because if you really ask me, and that's what goes back to you know what I'm saying, old buddy Leonard. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me who stays and who goes, I'm fine with everybody leaving from that D line.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. That's yeah.
Max,
But I like
keep
talking anyway,
Max,
though.
keep the cheap labor. Obviously they under contract. But everybody else they can go.
Coots.
You
Yeah.
guys and Nate already know what I'm about to say about Adam Butler.
Butler.
You know what I'm saying? He hasn't been the same since he's been kissed.
You got the Epstein effect.
And you can't as much as Nate's trying to give me the butt this and butt that, you know what I'm saying, the butt to the Butler, I still feel that same way. He hasn't been the same since he's been kissed.
Straight up.
So what do we have on that D line?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, like from what I saw, obviously Max, right? He's a motor monster. You know what I mean? He's good to have around. And I let it do to death, man. You know what I mean? Like I'd hate to see him leave, but yes, I agree with you guys. If we're doing shit solely for him, then I'm not rocking with that. You know what I mean? Because it's not boxing, bro. You're not in the ring by yourself. You know what I mean? You're on the field with 10 other people. So we got to make the whole team happy to really go and do something. You can't make Max Crosby happy or fucking Brock Bauer. You know what I mean? Like it's a team effort to win. So I'm with you guys. Like if all this shit is just because Max is in there throwing a fucking hissy fit, little crybaby fit, and they're like, okay, we'll sign Rob Leonard because Max is gonna leave. Well, fuck it, then trade the dude. You know what I mean? Get your picks. I'm with it.
And it might have to go that way, to be honest with you. This is what I've said in regards to Kubiak, because we definitely talking about coaching today. You know what I'm saying? You guys definitely put your comments in the comment section. If you guys got questions, definitely put your questions in the comment section, because like I said, the people on this panel, you know what I'm saying, we got some Raider gospel for whatever you guys have, to in regards to whatever question you guys have. But, in regards to Kubiak, you know what I'm saying, being a young quarterback, a young head coach, you know what I'm saying, one of the keys that I felt like what was going to help him be successful in year one was if he could bring people in that could star in their role. And when I say star in their role, I'm saying, hey, Nate, you know what I'm saying, you the defensive coordinator. I'm gonna let you do what you do. I'm gonna pretty much let you be the head coach of defense. You start and handling, make sure that we only allowing, 13 points. You know what I'm saying on you know what I'm saying, allowing 13 points on defense.
All out blitzes, double stunts every play. Let's go.
Hey, look, look, and because you are the defense coordinator, I need you to make sure that that's executed. You know what I'm saying, and make sure that it is producing. You know what I'm saying, what I needed for it to produce. Because I'm the head coach. You know what I'm saying, I'm head coach in this scenario, so I'm gonna let you cook in defense. Hey, now Chewy, you know what I'm saying, I got you. I got you running the offense. You know what I'm saying. I need you to make sure that we putting up 27 points. You know what I'm saying, on everybody's head. You know what I'm saying. We need that. Okay, that's what I'm expecting out of you. You know what I'm saying, and that's the goal. You know what I'm saying. I'm gonna leave you alone.
We run it. I'm
gonna let you run your offense.
Spider white 2 banana though. You know.
Hey, we run this Spider 2 banana for every play. I need execution and I need results. You know what I'm saying? If we hitting 27 every week, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I think Kubiak needs to be. He needs to have coaches in there where he ain't got to babysit him. He ain't got to tell, you know what I'm saying? Tell him what he's expecting of them and then just let them cook. I don't think that's going to be the situation with Robbie Leonard. You got a first time head coach, and now you got a first time. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, this head coach is pretty much the guy that's calling the plays. I'm cool with that because again, it goes back to my initial thought of the Robbie Leonard. Why does he deserve the promotion? Kubiak was an offensive coordinator and succeeded in that. You know what I'm saying? There's reasons why he was worthy of a promotion. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, now you're worthy of the promotion, but you're also running the offense. Cool. But are you just going to let Rob Leonard cook and now we got 2 rookies, head coaches trying to figure it out? Is that really starring in the role? Like those are the concerns that I have just going off of, you know what I'm saying, Kubiak being Kubiak being a first time head coach, and now we got Robbie Leonard that I feel like he really wasn't fully deserving of the defensive coordinator position, but hey, we'll see how that goes. That's the only thing that I can say positive. Hey, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts before we move on to the next other coaches, man?
What do you say about the people who say that the Bears turn it around in a year, so we could do it too? You guys think that's a?
Nah, keep it 100, bro. Like, people could do anything they put their fucking mind to. You know what I mean? Keep it 100. If you really go in there and put that work in, bro, and like week or works, like it's possible. It's definitely possible.
No doubt.
That the chances are fucking slim, dog.
Yep.
But yeah.
Let me see. Let me fact check something. Bears.
I was gonna bring up a name on the coaching side, but you probably might bring him up.
Go. Are you talking about our coaching side?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a slide for it, man.
Sure. I'll wait.
Yeah, let me pull this up. Bingo. Starring in your role. Goes exactly to that, Nate. Now, we know Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson was the offensive coordinator that obviously did enough to get the promotion. You know what I'm saying? Deservingly. But what did he do for the defensive coordinator? He got Dennis Allen.
Yep.
Which we know wasn't a really good head coach. But one thing that you can't say about Dennis Allen was his defense.
They play hard, yeah.
Was solid. Mind you, it was the Dennis Allen defense that couldn't have us go past the 50 in the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You remember that game where we couldn't even get past the 50?
Against the Saints, right?
Yep. That was Dennis Allen, his defense. So what does Ben Johnson have that can flip? You know what I'm saying? That can turn the season around. Yeah, he's a first-time offensive coordinator. Yeah. Okay. Obviously, he had to establish his offense. Sometimes that takes time, but on the defensive side of the ball, he just let Dennis Allen and didn't have to worry about it. I don't think we have that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be as positive, but I definitely got to give you how I'm feeling about it. I don't feel positive about Rob Leonard running this defense.
Yeah, I mean.
So that's the reason why, again, it goes to, the Bears being turning it around. They got the coaching along with, again, the Bears have been in the top 10 of the draft for I don't know how many seasons. So they've been drafting high, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you draft high and draft well, you're gonna get there.
One day.
You know what I'm saying? Caleb was already there. They didn't have to worry about quarterback. They had to build around.
Hey, they go back to that draft. They also traded back with the Panthers for a haul the next year, knowing the Panthers were going to suck the next year, and they ended up getting their quarterback anyway. Probably even better options. I mean, you had a choice between C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young. Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
Yeah, I was thinking of the garbage, wrong Brian Young again. But yeah, back to my point. There's ways to do it. There's ways to do it, and if we do it proper and we make the right steps, and it might take 2 years, might take 3, but we can do it. That's not going to be next year though. It's not.
And that's why I'm feeling, and I'm really not trying to go in it, but I'm trying to hint a little bit. I think we might be in a position where we're going to be drafted in the top 10 next year anyway.
Sure, no doubt.
I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
I think we'll be like 8, 7, 8. We'll be right there, right? Like when we got Genty, we'll be right in the same spot.
Yeah, because even if we get 6 wins, we're still like 7 or 8. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the same.
So we're gonna be back in the top 10, and I said it on another live. There's and I know some people are gonna hate this, and that's probably why I lose subscribers every a few times I go live. But I gotta give the Raider gospel. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be back in the top 10, and there's a whole lot of quarterbacks coming out next year. So might have to think about that.
I heard that too.
But let's move. You know what I'm saying? We got another coach that's coming in. You know what I'm saying? The deep we promoted Robbie Leonard. You know what I'm saying? And now we got He's been in the room and he said, "Hey, Joe Woods, you know what I'm saying? Don't think about moving. You know what I'm saying? Go make sure you pay next month's rent. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm bringing you back. You know what I'm saying? As our defensive passing game coordinator. I think that's what it is. So Joe Woods is going to be our passing game coordinator for the defense. Any thoughts on Joe Woods, man?
Man, I don't know. All I know is that pass game defense last year was trash as fuck.
I was gonna say that's what he was doing last year. He should have lost his job. Yeah.
That shit was horrible, Twuan. You can't lie, dog.
Look, I'm just don't
That's what
shoot
I'm
the
saying.
messenger. You know what I'm saying? Don't be mean. Double tap the screen anyway. You know what I'm saying? and you know, I know how y'all feel about Mendoza. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying this right now because every time I talk about Mendoza, you know what I'm saying, I end up losing 1 or 2 subscribers.
Nah, you good, fam.
Okay,
You good. I be pushing Mendoza like a motherfucker, dog. You should see my channel.
Hey, it's good. Hey, it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
There's no, but I gotta give the options. You know what I'm saying? You can do this or you can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'll say this though. I think he might be more qualified than Rob Leonard to be the defensive coordinator because he was a defensive coordinator with in New Orleans, I believe, with Kubiak. I could be wrong, but I think somewhere along the lines he crossed paths with Kubiak and they worked together before. And he was a defensive coordinator with the Saints.
And that's what I was gonna say earlier. Twuan was like, maybe Rob Leonard might just be that 1 year dude just to fucking get him by. You know what I mean? I mean, we don't know what the get down is. But yeah, I mean, the defense is gonna need help for sure. We're gonna need and the quarterback, the safety room, all that shit, bro. I bombed that whole room, bro. That got to get rebuilt from the ground up. I know they're talking about what's his name, Stokes. Keep Stokes, you know what I mean? Re-sign Stokes. I mean, he was cool, but I mean, I think like overall, bro,
For the
that
right
whole
price.
secondary room, that shit got to get rebuilt.
Cheap labor.
Hey, what's the word, Nate?
Cheap labor.
Cheap labor. And who's cheap labor? Let's talk about who's cheap labor. Porter. Okay, let's go ahead and keep him. Who else is cheap labor in the secondary? Nobody.
Yeah, they gonna need some time to build though.
Everybody else is a vet. You know what I'm saying?
What's his name? Richardson? What's his name?
Oh yeah, Richardson. Yeah, Richardson. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? DCAM. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that,
he's been underperforming too. I don't even want to keep him around.
I don't even like. I'm not even feeling none of them dudes.
He can be.
I couldn't really tell you one guy. Like, yeah, I can even tell you like really who I like on the secondary group.
Definitely not Kelly. What's his name? Kelly Blue.
No,
Kelly.
Yeah.
I thought he was cool at first, but yeah, no, he didn't pan out too good.
He was a willing
I can say this though. I don't know, Darian Porter, bro. He missed a lot of tackles for me to, you know what I mean? Like I was really on his neck this year.
Yeah, he was scary.
He missed a lot of tackles.
He was scary.
And it's like, and when that's the main part. Don't get me wrong, though. He's a rookie. He gonna build, but like when you're missing the main part of the game and tackling, like that's the first thing they teach you. You want to get hit or get hit. That's the first thing they tell you when you play football. You want to hit or get hit. All right, you want to hit. All right, you're gonna go play defense. Then you know what I mean. And they teach you how to tackle. That's the fucking first thing they teach you, bro. Is tackling. Like you've been learning this shit since Pop Warner, Darian Porter. What the fuck?
Hey, Alec.
Well,
hey,
to be fair to him, he was on the other side of the ball most of his career.
Yeah.
So he just switched over. So he's scary. He's scary for surely.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is too, though. You hit that shit on the head, bro. It's probably what it is.
He's got to adjust to it.
Hey, Alec. Hey, look, and I'm here for it. I'm here to watch and see. You know what I'm saying? I let me say this clearly. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people just take one statement and run with it. I'm being optimistic. You know what I'm saying, in regards to everybody that comes into this roster, but I gotta say it like I'm feeling it, and I don't think at this point Leonard has done anything to say, yeah, first of all, he's deserving of, you know what I'm saying, the promotion. And second of all, you know what I'm saying, I don't think he's ready to really man this defense in the way that we want to see this defense really get ran. We're just talking about the secondary in itself. And there, I think the only person I like is the guy that we just brought in the secondary, and that's Chin. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust Pal Mal. You know what I'm saying? I think the Pal Mal experiment, I think he needs to be the fourth safety, you know what I'm saying, in the depth chart. I think DCAM, you guys talked about DCAM. I think DCAM needs to be the fifth or sixth corner. You know what I'm saying? However deep they want to go corner wise, I think he needs to be the last corner in the
Should be
depth
playing
chart because
gunner.
again, he's
Playing
cheap
special
labor
teams.
and
Yeah.
he does do special teams. That's one thing that DCAM is actually really good at is, you know what I'm saying, being one of the gunner outside guys in the special team situation. So until he figures it out, you know what I'm saying, and get primetime snaps, he might just have to be that bottom, you know what I'm saying, corner until his time is up, and then we can say, hey, peace out. Thank you. Once a Raider, always a Raider. And we got somebody else coming in to upgrade that room. But in the secondary itself, you know, passing game coordinator, with Joe Woods, you know, what did he have? What did he really have? And again, we don't know what Rob Leonard is really going to run now. So are we going to spend money on Stokes and he be worth it? You know what I'm saying, in this situation, or we got to move on because there is shout out to Raiders Allegiant in the building. Good to see you, Lou. If you got time, let me know, man. It just depends because, you know, as we were looking at the possibilities of some defensive coordinators, there was like, you know, talking about Jim Schwartz. A lot of times Jim Schwartz is a man-to-man, you know what I'm saying, type of, you know, defense. So those guys are on the outside like the old school Raiders, you know what I'm saying? They bumping and running, you know what I'm saying? And there's a certain amount of people that can actually do that, you know what I'm saying? So that's why there's guys that are good in zone, and there's certain guys that are good in man, and then you rarely have guys that are those universal, you know what I'm saying, they can do almost anything, like the Darrell Revis is, the, you know what I'm saying, all those, you know what I'm saying, those islands you say in the corner room, those are guys that can do play man and zone, but it is really all up in the air. It's almost just like what I said with the D line. Wipe out, keep Max, and then you can literally get rid of every. I really don't care about everybody else.
This is the man right here, bro. This is the man with the plan, dog.
Oh yeah. hey, I hope he knows the plan, because you know what I'm saying, the defensive coordinator is his best buddy. You know what I'm saying? I hope he know the plan.
You better have one.
Fingers crossed.
Shit.
What was that, Nate?
I said fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
And that's where we are. You know what I'm saying? In regards to, you know what I'm saying, we have you know what I'm saying, Robbie Leonard being the defensive coordinator, you know what I'm saying, Joe Woods is being the coming back, you know what I'm saying, being the passing game coordinator, and moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button. We added somebody to the secondary, you know what I'm saying? We got Matt Robinson from the Giants coming in as a secondary coach. Anybody got something on Matt Robinson? This is one guy that definitely, I'm not gonna lie to you, I got to do some more diving deep into this cat, because
so originally I thought the pass game coordinator was the defensive back coach, but I don't know football, so I guess so. I didn't know that was a separate position. I thought it was all one position, but
nah, real shit. You ain't lying.
Yeah, so I whatever. I guess let's just see how it works. Like you said, I don't know too much about him either, but shoot it.
You know, so I really feel like somebody, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not asking a content creator to do this, because I need some real facts on this, and this is, I need someone within the organization to do a one-on-one class on what these people do. Because again, like you said, the secondary coach sounds like it should be the pass game
Well, I can
coordinator.
tell you this, Twuan.
And what do they do? You know what I'm saying? Like what are they responsible for doing? Because I think if we could understand that aspect of things, like that person's responsible for this, that person's responsible for that, then we can start really narrowing who's to blame.
Yeah.
Right? Because again, we like last year, we was blaming everybody for what was going on with that offense. And we didn't know who was really the straw that stirred the drink. You know what I'm saying? In regards to the success of the offense. One day it was Chip Kelly, the next day it was Brendan Carroll. You know what I'm saying? Like it was all bad. So we need to figure out what these guys' job titles are and what are they really responsible for.
The Matt Robinson guy don't sound too bad. He was working on Baltimore's defense from 2021 to 2025. So from 2021 to 2022, he was the defensive coaching fellow. 2023, he was the defensive quality control coach. In 2024 to 2025, he was the outside linebackers coach and helped out with the D line on the Ravens. So
Alex said Woods is very respected with the DBs. Okay. I'm just reading some of their Raider gospel in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? But hey, the Matt Robinson, we just gonna have to see because at this point, anything's better than what we had in the secondary. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that's gonna help this secondary be better.
We need a spark.
We need
somebody to come in with a spark. Yeah.
Something. You know, because again, we talk about it all the time. The back helps the front helps the back, and we didn't see a lot of that. You know, a lot of people, and this is one thing that I used to get bashed on a lot. Because the way I look at building a roster is you dominate. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care if our D line is good. And be okay with our secondary being trash. Nah, because I realize that week to week there's situations where what if the D line doesn't get home?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What do you do after that? You know what I'm saying? Obviously the secondary is going to have to help out the D line. You know what I'm saying? So we need to have good people in the secondary. So when that one time Max doesn't get home or whoever else is on the D line doesn't get home, we're still getting that 3 and out. You know what I'm saying? And we're not going, you know what I'm saying? We're not giving up first downs on 3rd and 20s. Which we saw, you know what I'm saying? Hey Nate, how many times did we see on 3rd and 27 a first down?
Yeah.
So we need to lock that down and get that covered. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay if we have faith in our D line, or it's okay, and I'll flip it the other way. It's okay if we have faith in our secondary. We need to have the other pieces that ain't the secondary on lock. One who knows? One day the wind might be on the linebackers. You know what I'm saying? The linebackers might need to do something to win the game for us, and we need to have talent in all areas. That's why earlier, and I think we all agree, if the Raiders decided to go best available, you know what I'm saying? Like best available.
You can't lose.
You really can't lose.
You can't lose. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The only time you will lose is if you drafted a kicker or a punter.
I'd say another tight end. I'd be kind of
Janikowski.
upset.
You know what I'm saying? Like we that's the only
tight end. Yeah.
that's the only position we really don't need.
Another running back, and might even kind of be like,
No, we need that too. But I'm saying
it's the first overall pick.
We don't need the first overall. No.
Everything outside of kicker and punter, you know what I'm saying, is needed on this roster.
I get what you're saying. Though. I'm just being picky.
But the thing with that too is like, I get everyone, because me personally, like I hope we get Mendoza, and I'll be, if we don't, then like I said, it is what it is. Like we need help all over the place, and I'm not gonna knock it. Next year's draft class is fucking loaded. There's all kinds of guys out there for next year, but dude, like I forgot what the fuck I was even talking about, nigga. But yeah, I'm with him. I'm rocking with him.
And I've said this because and this is where Chewy's gonna get happy. Okay, first round, you get your Mendoza. Okay, I'll let everybody go. Okay, go ahead and push subscribe because I said get Mendoza because I know that makes everybody happy. Go ahead and get Mendoza, and then in the second round, this is where I would like to go. I would like to get somebody on the D line. And when I say somebody on the D line, if the highest ranked is a defensive tackle, bring that mofo in. If the highest ranked is a defensive end, you know what I'm saying? If the defensive tackle is higher than the defensive end, then you bring in the defensive tackle. If the defensive end is higher than the defensive tackle that you upgraded, bring in the defensive end.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's some studs on D line in this particular draft this year.
Then from there, best player available. If the best player is the next best player is a running back, we definitely need that because Genty's not. Genty can be that bell cow, but we need that other person. You know what I'm saying? On what's my word, Nate? Cheap labor.
I was about to say,
what's my favorite word?
Yeah. I had to pull back. I was like, wait, this is a trick question. Hold on.
Yeah. Cheap labor. You know what I'm saying? So you get that young running back behind Genty. You know what I'm saying? And then now you got something similar to what the Seahawks had. You know what I'm saying? With the Charbonnet and Walker, right? You know what I'm saying? Or be it, if there's a situation where that safety's there. Okay, now you can put him next to Chen, and then Palmau can be that star, you know what I'm saying, in free it's special teams, you know what I'm saying? Be that gunner or be that reserve guy, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gotta be on the field all the time. So you can really build out this team. I like, and some people hated that we got Genty and Brock Bowers because those are kind of what they call like luxury, you know what I'm saying, picks, you know what I'm saying? That's not really the meat and potatoes of a team, you know what I'm saying? Those are like the flashy, whatever. Yeah. But you've got pillars there, you know what I'm saying? And we need pillars in every single room. And unfortunately, we don't got that. We don't.
By far.
So it really can be best player available. You know what I'm saying? I would say after the second round. Well, honestly, it would still be best player available somewhat in the second round but you're getting the best player, defensive line player there. Because again, Max needs help. And that's where, people talking about keeping Max happy. That's where you keep Max happy. Go ahead and draft. Everybody knows, let's just say everybody is assuming that Mendoza's the number one. So obviously you're not going to draft D-line there, right? Unless we trade back and then we go D-line, right? But if we swing at one, then two, definitely we're investing in the trenches. There goes meat and potatoes again, but you're getting a D-lineman.
Yep.
But yeah, Any thoughts on that before we move on?
This is my thing on that is like, then we're gonna have to rock out with Geno then. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
like who's gonna be our quarterback next year? Like, what's your opinion?
Here goes me losing subscribers again. Nate knows exactly what I'm about to say because I've said it with Nate on the show. I'm fine with Geno, and the reason why I'm fine with the rumbles and grumbles, right? listen, hear me out, y'all. I'm fine with Geno. Why? Because the price ain't way too high for a starting quarterback. That's one. Two, if we get an offensive line, I don't think Geno would play that bad. I think the whole reason a lot of the reason with Geno being who he was last season was because Geno was running for his life more than we would like for him to. We knew coming in, and I told everybody coming in with Geno that Geno's going to throw at least one pick a game, but you're going to stay in the game. But I was not foreseeing that this offensive line was not going to protect.
Yeah.
The way that they were that they went out there, you know what I'm saying? That O-line has some holes in it. You know what I'm saying? So if we had to deal with, you know what I'm saying, with Geno for another year, I would be okay with it. Especially if we're going with my thought that we invest in the offensive line in free agency. We handle free agency with our O-line, then we go into the draft and then we get everything else we need. So I think Geno would play better behind a better offensive line. Maybe we wouldn't have to pass so much if our O-line would actually block for Genty. Because again, what was the plan going into last year? We were going to run the ball. We were going to run the ball. And because we couldn't run the ball, then what did that turn into? Geno having to throw the ball. Yeah. So if we fix the offensive line, then Genty's going, you know what I'm saying? The running game is going to run. And then every once in a while, maybe Geno would have to throw the ball.
Play action. Yeah, that's how it should work. Yeah, I'm with you. 100%.
So it can work. But
I hate Geno Smith. Let me get that right. I hate that motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm not rocking with him, bro.
I cannot stand him, but at the end of the day,
But then this is the flip side too. Like when I think about Mendoza, because I try not to be biased or play the favoritism shit. You know what I mean? Like say if you do wait, because the Raiders obviously they're not going to be that good the next year. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So say what if you did hold out on a quarterback for next year, which is what a lot of people's mindset. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, when you have that number one, you know what I mean? Like you got to shoot for the stars with that shit. In my opinion, bro. Because you might not ever get that number one and you're not hoping to ever get that number one ever again. But yeah, it could go a lot of I'm on the fence with it. You know what I mean? I like Fernando Mendoza, the way he plays. You know what I mean? Like he took an ass whooping, bro, in the playoffs. That's no lie. Like, dude, I know he probably didn't play the best all year. He don't look dynamic, but you know what I mean? He knows how to take a licking. And that's what I like about him. But yeah, I'm on the fence with it. It go one of two ways. You know what I mean? Like I said, you guys heard me say it. If we don't draft him, I'm cool with it. Because, he's not going to save this. You know what I mean? He's not going to save the team. It's not like we're a QB away from taking us to the fucking Super Bowl or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
I think, yeah, if the Jets want him enough, we get that haul. But if not, yeah, he's our quarterback. And I've come to that conclusion. It's fine. But we just got to hope Kubiak really goes to some of his playmaker strengths, because I don't think that Ashton Genty is quite the zone scheme running back. I don't think he's patient enough, or he can read the holes as quick as he needs to for that zone scheme run. He is dynamic in other ways, but I just hope that Kubiak realizes that and adjusts
Yeah,
his play calling and his scheme
yeah.
to what
He's not like the
Genty's
Adrian Peterson or nothing
nah,
like that. You know what I
nah,
mean? You're not gonna
yeah.
get that out of him.
So we
You
gotta
get like a Frank Gore out of him, or like a, you know what I mean,
it,
something like
yeah,
that. But as far as like, yeah, that cutback, I don't think he's all there with it. But don't get me wrong, bro. I think he'll be a legitimate running back in the NFL, like wherever he goes. Because you got to think about it, bro. Like he didn't put up the best numbers. Obviously, like we had a really bad team, but like he with what he made with what he had, just shows like give me something better, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm really about. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Give me some help, and you like, and I know that's why no one really liked him at number one was because they're like, we're not gonna win because of him, and that's you know what I mean. That's why I'm saying everything could go one of two ways. But yeah, I mean, I hear you guys. You know, like yeah, Genty definitely ain't the AP. You know what I mean? He's not one of them guys like that.
I, I think with Genty and you guys have heard me say this before, but and that's why I gave him the name Genty the Baptist. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get Genty in space and he has a one-on-one against any defender, I love those chances. You know what I'm saying? He's stiff arming that guy, and that guy's getting baptized because he's going backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what's happening. We seen
That's
that so
crazy.
we seen that so many times where Genty hits the hole and that linebacker think he got him, and Genty's like, oh no, you sweet, and he going this way. I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, and he going backwards. You know what I'm saying? That's what Genty the Baptist does. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I think where Kubiak has an option and the ability to get Genty in space. So if Genty can get, you know what I'm saying, if Kubiak can get Genty in space, he might actually eat. So it just depends, like you said, if he can read the inside gaps or whatever, or read those holes. But if he can draw up something to get Genty in space, he's definitely a dangerous person to go at. You know what I'm saying?
And, and,
I,
and I grade my offensive lines on if they could run the ball or not. Pass blocking is mandatory, of course, but if you can't run the ball, fucking chalk it up. Go home, bro. Go hit the gym. We need to be able to run the ball to open up the offense. It's just in general to so the defensive ends and the defensive linemen and the linebackers ain't just teeing off on our blockers and it's just got to work as a unit altogether.
Yeah, hey, Alec. The only thing I would tell you is with Ken Walker is not going to come over to the Raiders. I hate to say that because he is a talent, but he's not going to come over to the Raiders. He's going to be looking to be a bell cow. You know what I'm saying? On the offense, it just happened to be over there that Charbonnet was already, you know what I'm saying, drafted and all of that. He whatever team Kenneth Walker is going to, because he is the MVP, he's going to be looking to be that main running back. You know what I'm saying? And it's because when in regards to running backs, you get paid based on your production. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going to really want to share, you know what I'm saying, the snaps with anybody else, especially because since now that he's the MVP. I would love to have him, but I don't see that because again, right now Genty is that main guy for us. That's why I've been saying we need to draft, you know what I'm saying, a running back, because again, if we draft a running back, that running back already knows, look, I'm coming in, Genty's already the dude. I just got to get in where I fit in. You know what I'm saying? So again, I would love Walker, but yeah. Your thoughts on that, Nate?
Walker coming over here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a no-brainer. If I wish, but yeah, it's not happening. I don't think it is. Nor do I think it's a priority. I think we fucking got to stop ignoring the offensive line and go all out with the offensive line, especially if we're going quarterback with our number one overall pick.
Yeah. Um.
But we do need a backup running back, a bruiser, some sort of spell back for Ashton Genty, because Zamir White and Mostert, is Mostert still around? I just don't think they're it.
I mean, you can probably get him on the low, for the low. Because again, I don't think he's, his value is going to be that high. And we can do that too because he's already here. But
I have an issue with Mostert already though. He got, even though Pete Carroll benched him in the season, I still don't like. He got benched originally because he didn't want to play special teams, and to me, it's like, all right, bro, what do you're here? You're like, you're not the premier running back. Like, fucking go play special teams. Shut up. Like, you don't want to play special teams. We don't need you on the roster. That's just how I feel. I don't bring him back.
Yeah. Let's move. Let's move. You know what I'm saying? Let's move to our special teams coordinator. I think did I skip anybody? Nah, that was the secondary coach, and then now we talking about the special teams coordinator, and this is another high position. You know what I'm saying? Because special teams was a place of need for us, right? Our special teams, God, what was horrible, and hopefully we got something here. This D, I'm gonna call him D Cam because I don't want to Joe D Cam. I think it's D Camless, but I might be saying that wrong, and I hate butchering people's names.
DK Millis.
Yeah, he has a success record in regards to special teams. This guy here is a 2-time Super Bowl champ. One with the Broncos and one with the Rams.
What years? What more recent?
Yeah, the Rams last Super Bowl.
Okay, yeah.
He was a special teams coordinator. And then he won with the Broncos I think in 16.
And Santa Clara.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
So he obviously he knows what he's doing.
He's the eldest one, I think, on the coaching roster. I believe.
And that's the other thing. This is where I would say star in your role. Okay, this is a guy that Kubiak can just say, hey, this is what I'm expecting out of our special teams, and he'll be responsible for doing that. To be honest with you, out of all the hires, that's the one that I was excited about. Outside of Kubiak, you know what I'm saying?
Where was he at? Where was he at most recently?
He went to college.
So we got him out of college?
Yeah. So the only thing, he was at South Carolina. Lenore Sellers. Anyway, next year. The only thing that has a little concern about him is that he has not coordinated under the new kickoff scheme.
Oh, yeah, the new rule, kick and roll.
Yeah. He hasn't took a whack at that because again, college they don't do the NFL.
This the old school still.
It's old school, which I wish we went back to the old school.
Yeah. Just for the onside kick alone, just the mystery of that.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Because and
they took that away from us.
They take it away from everybody.
Yeah.
The whole reason why the onside kick worked was because it was surprise.
Yep.
You You know what I'm saying? People got creative on how, you know what I'm saying, the kickers would they had special ways in way they kicked the ball, and they lined up like everything was okay, and then all of a sudden, oh snap, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what made the onside kick. You know what I'm saying? Even though the success rate of the onside kick wasn't, you know what I'm saying, that high, like what are the chances that you're like, hey, I'm going to onside kick people?
Well, that too. It feels like it's still early in the process, but it feels like there was more touchdowns run back too with the old formula. Like now it's not
Yeah.
as many touchdowns that are getting run back, but it's not as explosive. It's just kind of like, and then for what? So they can't run into each other as fast as they were, but they're still hitting the shit out of each other. So it's like it's oh man. Hmm.
Yeah, I just don't.
But yeah, it's uh
And even if they did the old the new formation, I would just kind of dismiss the announcement of what's going to happen.
yeah,
Let it be a surprise.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to tell the other team that I'm on onside kick.
yeah,
They should already be somewhat, because that's IQ. Okay,
yep, yep,
they're down. They need to score a touchdown. They possibly might onside kick, so I need to be ready for that.
yeah.
I shouldn't have to tell you that's what I'm doing.
Stay on your toes. Yep.
Stay on your toes.
Mhm.
Exactly. So that's what I don't like about it. But this guy, he's came in. He has experience of special teams, and he's gonna have to learn the new game. But he does have a lot of experience with special teams, which I like. I think some of the things that Daniel Carlson and AJ Cole had issues with, I think they'll
Yeah,
be able to clean those things up. You know what I'm saying? Under
yeah.
this guy.
Well, the new rules too are not they're not it's not rocket science. So I have faith that he can pick it up fairly quickly. It shouldn't be an issue. If it is, we got bigger problems. But yeah, that's not. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Like we said, he's the oldest guy on the roster now. Um, we'll see how it works out.
Yeah. El Capitan is in the building. Good to see you, man. He's always hey, you know what? Let me say this publicly. Hey Raph, you always coming in. You know what I'm saying? I see you even on other people's channels. You always showing love. Appreciate you doing that. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody does that. But I appreciate who you are. And don't let nobody tell you different. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever make someone make you feel different for the way that you are, because you're a great guy. I want to say that publicly, and I don't care. With that being said, I don't care what nobody says. You know what I'm saying? You're always good in my book, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, you straight, Rafa.
Raider Knight in the building. Good to see you. Blessings to you, man. Hey, we talking about these coaches, man. Let me know what you guys are thinking and how you feeling. We almost about to get up out of here, but we got one more slide, and then we're gonna talk a little bit, and then we gonna do what it do. You feel me? We got some things to talk about. All out of the tax, you know what I'm saying? We got to talk about the tax. Some people don't know what the tax is, Nate, but we definitely got to talk about the tax. But we got one more coach, you know what I'm saying? We got our offensive coordinator, you know what I'm saying? Andrew Janoko from the Seahawks. He was the quarterback's coach over there with the Seahawks. He has high praise, you know what I'm saying, as a quarterback's coach. We know in this situation, he will not be the main straw that stirs the drink on the offensive side, because we know Kubiak is going to be pretty much the main offensive coordinator, but he will be alongside Kubiak to help out wherever he needs to help out. Again, probably Janoko will be doing some things with the quarterback, whoever that quarterback may be, um, along with being the offensive coordinator. So, you have thoughts on Janoko?
He's Kubiak's right hand man. He's necessary to have in the building. We want this offense to get going as smoothly as possible. Like I said, I'm hoping for early success, and we need as many of Kubiak's guys as we can. And this is a good start. But like I said, my bigger issue is the offensive line coach. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the frustrations in regards to trying to pull guys from the Seahawks. The Seahawks, had the option of, denying guys that were currently on their, currently on their, their team staff. And I wanted the offensive line guy. And I think they're still in, talks to see if they can possibly pull him. But Andrew Janoko, like you said, he's the right hand. He's one of the right hand guys of Kubiak. One of the benefits of having him is that he already knows the playbook. You know what I'm saying? He already knows, kind of what Kubiak does, the language, the terminology. He'll be another guy to help get everybody else up to speed along with Kubiak in regards to this offense. I do watch the Derek Carr, podcast Homegrown, and he talked about Janoko as a guy when they were talking about the possibilities of Kubiak. He talked about hopefully we were able to pull Janoko because Janoko is he's good. You know what I'm saying? That's what obviously he gave him high praise for what he does. So we'll definitely be taking more of a look at what Janoko will be doing throughout the season. But again, it's good that Kubiak is getting at least some of the guys that he's familiar with, and has worked with of recent to get this offense to where we need this offense to be. Chewy said his phone died, so that's why Chewy, you know what I'm saying? So he probably trying to get some juice and whatever, but we appreciate Chewy for coming in and chopping it up with us.
Always. One more guy. I might have been dazing off or something. We might have skipped over him, but I guess it don't really matter either. But assistant head coach Mike McCoy.
Yeah. I didn't talk about him because that was what was after Kubiak. I could have brought him up. Let's talk about McCoy, man. Let's go ahead and talk about McCoy. Wait, hold on. Raider Knight said he's skeptic about Leonard. Okay. Hey, look, I said that earlier. You can go back and see exactly how, certain things I said about Leonard. I got love for bruh, but I do got some, like you said, I agree with you. I got some skepticism on Rob on that. But go ahead, Nate.
No, it's a little underwhelming. Mike McCoy. I feel like they could have got somebody else better for Kubiak to kind of learn under, I guess. I don't know. Right. It's all about who you trust and who you know you can work with, I guess. So if that's his guy, that's his guy. Let's see how it works.
Yeah, and again, I really wasn't. That one was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. And that's why I was kind of hoping. I was kind of hoping that the guys that they brought in after that would have been like, okay, that guy is solid where he's at. This guy's solid where he's at. Again, that's why out of everybody that we've talked about today, special teams guy is probably the one that I like the most.
Yeah.
We gonna go. Let's just do that. Okay, so we done with the coaching. You guys let me know how you guys feel about what you guys are feeling about this coaching staff. Again, tonight we talked about obviously Kubiak. We talked about Robbie Leonard being promoted, the retention of Joe Woods, and we talked about a little bit about Matt Robinson, and the special teams coach is going to be Joe DeCamillis. Okay. And then obviously we just talked about the offensive coordinator being Andrew Janoko. You guys let me know how you guys feel about these guys. Even if you're watching this on replay, because I will be looking at those things. I will also be diving deeper a little more into those guys as we go along. He said McCoy's not a big splash. Name, but Coop just needed some experience to help. Yeah. And that's why, I said in regards to our staff that, we need these staff to star in their role where he could just kind of set it and almost forget it. Set the expectation and then let them go ahead and run it. And some of these guys, there might be some holding hands or hand holding in regards to the completion of their job. So we'll see how that goes as we go along. Hey, Nate, anything on the coaching before we talk about the tax, dog?
No, it's good. I'm all good.
Okay, so we gonna jump topics a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because we also are talking about, this Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? Happy Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? Season. You know what I'm saying, to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I hope you had something to love. If not, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and love yourself. Buy yourself some chocolate. You know what I'm saying? But but I gotta talk about the tax. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, there is a tax that has gone across the nation. You know what I'm saying? This past weekend, you know what I'm saying? And it's been a tax, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of males had to pay. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of taxing, you know what I'm saying, of food. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of taxing on flowers. There was a lot of taxing on those good old chocolates. You know what I'm saying? And you paid the tax. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't have to pay the fine. Was that a good line?
Yep.
Let me say that again. You gotta pay the tax so you don't have to pay the fine. You know what I'm saying? And you guys already know what fine that's gonna be, because the fine is different, but we already know where the fine comes from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you don't pay the tax. And Nate, we was talking behind the scenes, and you was talking about the pizza. How much was that pizza, dog?
$48. And that was with me picking it up. So yeah, it was crazy. They was taxing. They was taxing.
They was taxing. You know what I'm saying? These companies, these stores, and these restaurants is, you know what I'm saying, they take in the attitude of the president, you know what I'm saying? And they giving tariffs.
Supply and demand.
You know what I'm saying? They giving tariffs on this weekend. You know what I'm saying? There is no way a pizza should cost $50.
Crazy.
I'm just saying. At most, it should be about 25.
30, 35.
30. Okay.
Extra toppings. Like, it would, you know what I mean? It's made real nice, but $50, that's.
Yeah. So there was some tax that need to be paid and was paid. You know what I'm saying? This weekend. So you know what I'm saying. I know some of your pockets is hurt. So, you know, you ain't got to worry about sending those super chats over here. You know what I'm saying? I know other channels, you know what I'm saying, they make you give super chats. You know what I'm saying? The only way that your comment gets read or looked at is if there's a super chat. I'm not going to tax you over here. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you, you know, keep whatever pennies you got left. Because definitely, if you got a Shirley out there, you know what I'm saying, you have to pay the tax, so you didn't have to pay the fine. Oh God! Hey, look! Hey, Raider and I said $50 for a piece of that's organized crime.
Real.
Hey, look! Hey, I need to take whoever, you know, to court. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Real.
But everybody, hey, they know what time it is, dog. Like that, and like flowers, okay? Because for me, Shirley loves flowers. You know what I'm saying? Shirley loves flowers on holidays. Shirley loves flowers just on a random Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Like surprise flowers are at your door. You know what I'm saying? Typical flowers. Okay, let's just say this. Walmart has a bundle of flowers, and typically they're about like $10, $10.97 or something like that, right? How much was flowers this weekend?
$20 for those same flowers, double the price.
Hey, you being nice.
Yeah.
When I went to go look at these flowers, they was getting close to 30 and 40.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they know, look, this is how these stores get you. They know that you got to get them flowers.
Scamming.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, Shirley's not really into chocolate, so I can get away with, you know what I'm saying, I don't even get the chocolate. I just make sure we get something nice to eat, you know what I'm saying? And then I get her, you know what I'm saying? Obviously I'm paying the tax all the way through, but you know what I'm saying, definitely flowers need to be at her door. If not, me hold, you know. See, I'm one of those people. Shout out to Daryl in the building. Good to see you. I'm one of those. I like to surprise Shirley. So I got Shirley's address. So what I do is instead of me buying the flowers and then I hand it to her, like she just wakes up. Like I know what time she leaves when she goes to work. I'll just make sure that the delivery gets there before she leaves her house. So when she wakes up and she walks out her door, whoo, there go flowers. And she's like, oh my gosh, you got me flowers. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see you. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then sometimes I get a little pay. I get a tip. You know what I'm saying? Well, she takes care of the tip. You feel me? If you know what I'm saying. She takes care of the tip because I paid the tax. You know what I'm saying? But see, I'm giving y'all some game. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all some game. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I like to do, and that's what she, you know, she gets excited.
We can't give it all away. Come back next time and share some more.
You have to come back. You know what I'm saying? Come back because we got a whole. That was just you know, that was just a couple of moments. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't even a week. You know what I'm saying? Of game.
Flash in the pan. Flash,
definitely. But we gonna get off of this. Wait. Let me get Daryl. You know, Daryl, we haven't got a offensive coordinator yet. I mean, not an offensive coordinator, but we do got the offensive coordinator. We know that Kubiak is going to be probably the main, you know, director of that. We haven't got the O-line. They're still trying to figure that out. They were trying to pull the O-line coach from the Seattle Seahawks, but they blocked that. So there might be some negotiating still going on to pull him, but if not, they also need to get that O-line coach. As long as it's not Brendan Carroll, I'm good with it.
I no, because there's always worse. I know everybody says that it could have been. It can't get any worse. No, yeah, it could get worse. So no Brendan Carroll or anybody worse. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Who is who you think is going to be the number one wide receiver? Who would you like?
The number one stunner. I like.
You guys make sure you hit that like button if you guys have not subscribed. You know what I'm saying? We definitely want to answer your questions. We want to get involved, but please help us out. You know what I'm saying? And subscribe to the channel.
The guys that are on the roster, out of all of them, I mean, it's the easy ones. I guess you could say Trey Tucker, but he's kind of a one-trick pony. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the one with the most potential, I would say Jack Besh. Not only because he's a second-round pick, but I feel like there's something there. He didn't get enough playing time last year for whatever reason. The playbook was confusing. They were calling plays without motions, and people didn't know what they were doing. Coaching was terrible. So hopefully Jack Besh isn't damaged goods yet. Hopefully they get him some good coaching and scheme him up some plays, because I think he has decent hands. Every time we threw him the ball, he caught a first down, it seemed like. So I like what's right there. I'd like something more explosive. So if I dig deeper, I would say Cedric Jackson. I think has some potential. Bo Jackson's nephew, he caught a touchdown pass this season, and I feel like he got the short end of the stick. After that touchdown, Kenny Pickett started the next game, and he got benched. So I felt like they had some chemistry there, and they could have maybe Kenny Pickett might have had a better game. I don't know, maybe not, but I feel like Cedric Jackson has some potential to be a contributor on the offense. Maybe not. Maybe they don't keep him around. Maybe he's just a practice squad player. But I like Cedric Jackson.
Yeah, I think that's a wide receiver wise. I think we need to address that.
Yeah,
I think a lot of the guys that we do have are number twos. The only person that possibly has that number one ability is, I think it is Jack Besh. And if we're trying to really open up the offense, we need to bring somebody in, whether it is we draft someone that can be that number one guy, and we got a lot of things to draft, right? Or we definitely look in free agency. I've said Mike Evans, but we shall see. Because again, with Kubiak, we don't know who on that staff over there, who on that roster says spin on Mike Evans yet. It just depends. It just depends on who wants to come over from the Seahawks. That's going to make it work for us.
I don't think that's a priority, though. In my opinion, once again, I'm gonna go back to offense.
Oh no, it's not. But he talked about wide receiver. But go ahead.
But Mendoza does need a weapon. I understand that totally. But he's gonna have to make do with what he's got for now if he wants to even last a full season. with the right protection and the right running game, because the running game is more important in my opinion.
Yeah. You talk about we need a top receiver in free agency. Yeah, we definitely need to address that. But again, we need to take, it's kind of there's progressions to things, right? We need the meat and potatoes. And the meat and potatoes is that O line and D line. You know what I'm saying? Mendoza or whoever is not going to be successful if we don't put anything in front of that. So that's that. You know what I'm saying? That's where we are in regards to that. Hey Nate, let me know what you got cooking. You know what I'm saying? Again, you already know you can always open the fridge over here at Raider Twuan in the congregation and get you a glass of Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? And definitely, yeah, man, you already know you all good over here. So
I appreciate you, brother. It's just we chilling. This off season, I'll be around, floating around on some shows. Mostly doing my own thing. Nothing too major. Nothing to announce quite yet. Who knows? Stay tuned.
You said to be continued. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned.
Yeah.
You feel me? Hey, Nutty Raider Nate, thanks for coming in, man. We about to wrap this thing up. And definitely, yeah, I'm about to kick my feet up and see where Shirley's at. Because it's that season, you know what I'm saying? Definitely check up on.
Hey, tell next time, brother.
Hey, yeah, thanks a lot, man. You already know what it is, man.
Appreciate you. Always. Peace.
Yeah. Hey, you guys. Hey, that's Nutty Raider Nate. He definitely came in and showed his love. Appreciate him. Chewy, definitely my brother. You know what I'm saying? Earlier came in, gave us that good old Raider gospel, you know what I'm saying? And had it going for us. We talked about it a little bit. We're going to be breaking down, I'm going to be breaking it down even more here. You know what I'm saying? So please, you guys go ahead and subscribe. We are trying to get to that 1K, you know what I'm saying, of subscribers. So definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? It's completely free to do. You know what I'm saying? And all it takes is for you just to push that button. You know what I'm saying? And like you saw today, we had some people that were new, you know what I'm saying? And they had good questions and good things to say. And I put them on the show, you know what I'm saying, and answered their questions. That's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? You guys definitely can come in. I'm going to give you my Raider gospel. You know what I'm saying? Just, hey, this is how I'm feeling. But if you got questions, definitely you guys are welcome to put that in. Also, if you're watching this on replay, you know what I'm saying, and it's not live, I also respond to those too. You know what I'm saying? You will see me responding to you, you know what I'm saying, when I get a chance to read them. So I do read the replay stuff even after the show. So if you got a question, definitely you can do that. Send that there. Also, here at Raider Twuan, we are advocates for being an organ donor. So please think about it. Consider being an organ donor. That information is always down in the description of all my videos and all my lives. Okay, that's that. Everything that you need is down in the description of all my videos and all my lives on how to be an organ donor. So please be an organ donor. Okay, at Twuan. Okay, is my IG. Okay, so if you ever need prayer for you or your family members, you know what I'm saying, hit me up right there on IG at Twuan, TWUAN. Your business is between me, you, and the Lord. I don't put your business out there in the street. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody goes through things in life and everybody has their struggles. And I'm here to help you as much as I can, you know what I'm saying, through that. And if it is that I need to help pray for you, you know what I'm saying, to help you get to the next step, you know what I'm saying, to help you get through that stormy cloud in your life, you know what I'm saying, I'm here to help you through that. So please hit me up on IG, you know, slide in my DM. Let me know how you feeling, okay? Also, okay, let me say this about @TwuanTwuan, okay? @TwuanTwuan is also where you can find me on X, okay? X @TwuanTwuan, and then also IG @TwuanTwuan. So the IG is for if you need prayer. Also, if you have a question that you want me to answer, you know what I'm saying? I can answer to you right then and there on the IG. And then you might, it just depends on how good the question is. I might bring it up on a live and really break it down, you know what I'm saying, even further. So if you have a question, you can always hit me up on IG @TwuanTwuan, okay? TwuanTwuan. Okay? Y'all got it? I hope y'all do. Okay?
Yeah, no, I can definitely help you out with that. Anything else? No? Just always remember, go Raiders.
Fucking Stizan. Twuan, Twuan, hit that like button. Why? Because I like you.
All right. Hey, remember, you're a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else. And let's go, Raiders.
What up, love?
Today is a day when our heroes of the past become our legends of the future. Time never really stops for the great ones. We wrap them in a cloak of immortality and remember what great people they were. We recognize you, Virginia Matt, his sons Mike and Joey. They were a football family, so that John can pursue his dreams. Tonight is one team on the road, and a tribute to John Madden and Al Davis. We declare that the fire that burns the brightest in the Raiders organization is the will to win. Ladies and gentlemen, the Madden family.
All of those great Raider players have played for
Hey, Raider Twuan here. You must watch one of my videos or lives. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and it's right there. Or if you want to watch one of my videos, watch it right there. And let's go, Raiders.